Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Now, we're going to take a break from our regularly scheduled programming. And I've done these before, but I'm going to do a movie review. And today, you saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. It's the brand new movie that just came out a few days ago, Happy Gilmore 2. You all know the classic 1996 comedy Happy Gilmore starring Adam Sandler. And we're talking the original Happy Gilmore. We're talking if we had to put movies into a time capsule to be open, 500 years from now by whatever is left of civilization or new civilization or alien visitors, whatever. Happy Gilmore is going to go in there under the comedy section. It is that good. Happy Gilmore is hilarious. You know all the quotable lines. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast? No. All right? Check the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma. Can I trouble you for a glass of warm milk? It helps me go to sleep. No, but you can trouble me for a warm glass and shut the hell up. And so on and so on. Classic. Hilarious. I don't know how many times I've seen that movie since it came out. I watch it with my kids. They think it's hilarious. It's a family movie. This shit, now, yeah, it may still be a family movie. It is. I watched it with my family. It was fucking terrible. And here come a whole bunch of spoiler alerts because I do not care. I do not recommend this film. And here's one question that I have among many. When am I going to learn? When am I going to learn my lesson? When? When am I going to see a sequel for a movie that came out 30 years ago? When am I going to say, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to take this perfect memory that I have of this movie and all the good times it's given me over the years. I'm not going to take it and destroy it. I'm not going to take it and smash it upon the rocks of modern cinema. New movies. I'm not going to do that. When am I going to learn? Because Coming to America 2, you got me. You got me, dog. I watched it thinking it was going to be good, hoping it was going to be good, and it fucking sucked. Imagine whatever your job is, your career, or a talent you may have. Maybe you're an artist of some kind. You're a great cook. You paint, tattoos, sculpting, whatever. You work on engines very well. Whatever you do well. Whatever you're an expert at, whatever you've done for 10,000 hours or more, you're an expert. This is what you do. Imagine someone telling you, because Happy Gilmore came out in 1996, it's 2025, so we're talking 29 years ago. And I've heard the budget for this movie is high as $200 million. I've heard $100 million, I've heard $200 million. So let's meet in the middle. Let's say 150. Let's say somebody tells you, I need this project done. You have 29 years to do it and $150 million to get whatever you need. And then 29 years later, you give them a sack of wet dog shit. And they're going to wonder, what did you do with that time? What did you do with that money? And here's a scarier thing about this movie. It was written by the same people. How many times have you seen a movie and you're like, oh, there's a sequel coming out? Well, I hope they have the same people involved. That way it'll be good. Well, I'm here to tell you that's no guarantee. Because Adam Sandler, I can't remember the other guy's name. It doesn't matter. Adam Sandler and the other guy who wrote this movie, the original Happy Gilmore, they wrote part 2. So I'm going to try to give you a synopsis of this movie. And then I'll get into all, and I might not even get to them all because there's so many shitty parts. So basically, we pick up nowadays, present day, and Happy Gilmore is playing golf and it's showing like a montage of his career, all these U.S. Opens that he won and all the Masters tournaments, and he's this big successful golfer, and they have tons of money, and he's famous, and he's on magazine covers and Sports Illustrated and all this stuff. Life is going great for Happy Gilmore. Then, in the beginning of the movie, they kill his wife. They, meaning the writers of this movie. So they're at a golf tournament. He hits one of his super hard drives, and it goes off course and hits his wife in the head and kills her. This movie could have been written without the wife dying. Why would you kill the wife? There's a way for the movie to go on with her. Maybe don't show her that much. Maybe send her on a vacation or something. But why kill her? So anyway, he kills his damn wife in the beginning of the movie. And then she's gone, there's a funeral, and they have, I think, 5 kids, 4 boys and a girl. So he's left with all these kids. He starts drinking because he's depressed that she died and he killed her, so his career falls apart. And now he's destitute. They're losing everything. They're repossessing everything. And now they live in a shitty neighborhood. Him and his 5 kids. And the daughter, she's a ballerina, played by his daughter in real life. So it looks like she really was a ballerina in real life. And they were like, hey, we can work this into the storyline that she wants to go to this ballet school. So she wants to go to a ballet school in France that's going to cost $300,000 for her to go there for 4 years. $75,000 a year for her to go. So he's like, oh man, how am I going to make this come true? Now, realistically, like, hey, isn't there like a DeVry version or a junior college version of this school here in America? I'm sure there's some great ballerina schools here in America. But no, she has to go to this one in France, and it's going to cost him 300 G's. So, what's the only thing that Happy can do? What's the only thing he can do well? Play golf. So he gets back involved in golf. And John Daly, is that his name? The golfer is in this movie, and he lives in his garage. Like, hey, John Daly. Hey, Happy. Hey, Uncle John. And he sits there watching reality TV shows. It's so fucking stupid. And you want to talk about cameos? If you like cameos, you better watch this movie on top of a tarp, because it's going to get messy. There are so many damn cameos, it's disgusting, but we'll get to that. So Happy Gilmore has to get back involved in golf, but he hasn't played in 10 years because when he killed his wife, he swore, I'll never touch a golf club again. So he sucks. He's rusty. He's very rusty. So he disguises himself and goes to these regular driving ranges or whatever. And he ends up playing with these like yuppie, woke, like, I don't even know. Eric Andre is one of them. And they're just these, too cool, modern. I don't even know how to describe him. It's so stupid. And so he sucks, and they're like, you suck, not realizing who he is. And they, oh my God, it's Happy Gilmore. And then there's this dude who starts this rival golf league, and it's new and exciting. It's not boring like your dad's golf tournaments and PGA golf. This is a new twist. It's like X Games. It's like X Games meets golf. You're not just going to putt the ball. You're going to putt the ball while a jet engine is blowing wind on it. It's so it was very Nickelodeon. It was very kids game show. Lots of colors, lots of that. People have this new thing now with those canisters with the different colored smoke, orange and purple and red and blue. There's a lot of that shit. There's a lot of big proppy, bright colored, like Disneyland set looking shit. It looks as if the PGA Tour had sex with Double Dare. If you remember that TV show, you're the same age as me. It's like PGA Tour had a crazy drunken night with Double Dare. So this new guy who's starting this new golf league, he approaches Happy Gilmore. It'd be awesome to have you as the face of our thing, and it's new and blah, blah, blah. Happy says no. So now this guy's like, all right, Happy, you're not going to help me achieve my dream. Screw you. So it turns out that Shooter McGavin is locked up in a mental hospital. Huh? When did Shooter McGavin go crazy? I thought he just lost and ran off with his jacket. But Shooter McGavin's been in a mental hospital for the last 29 years. And I almost remember a scene where he's like looking out the window and the lightning's flashing and the thunder. Like, what the fuck is this? 29 years and this is what you gave me, Adam Sandler? But if you want to be honest about it, Adam Sandler's come out with a few movies on Netflix and they all suck. Netflix, you suck at making movies. You need to go back to streaming other people's movies because these Netflix movies fucking suck. You want it? You want proof? Not just this movie. There's a movie called Reassignment starring Michelle Rodriguez. Go watch that Netflix bullshit. You're better off strapping a full rotted flaming diaper to your face. That would be more pleasurable. If that's not enough for you, go watch a movie called John Henry starring Terry Crews and Ludacris. Anyway, so this guy's pissed off. He uses his money and influence to break Shooter McGavin out of the mental hospital to help him take down Happy Gilmore. Oh, Happy Gilmore stops drinking so he can focus on his golf and get good again. Guess who runs the AA meetings? That's right, Hal, played by Ben Stiller, the guy who was the orderly at the nursing home that his grandma stayed at for a little bit. That's another thing. They brought back it was too much. They brought back all the characters and all the jokes. And if a character wasn't still alive, like the lady who played his grandma, like, I can't remember the tall guy who was his boss that he shot in the head with the nail gun, Bob Barker, Carl Weathers, people who are dead in real life. I get it, but there has to be a more clever way to handle that. You know what they decided to do? All the characters who were dead, here's their son. The guy who went, hey, jackass. Eminem plays his son. Eminem is a shit actor. I don't know how you hobbled through 8 Mile, but this shit was trash. And he has all this makeup on, and they throw him into a pond, and he fights alligators. Man, this is the dumbest shit. Carl Weathers, a stand-up comedian named Lavelle Crawford, plays Chubb's son, and his hand is wooden too. Who else? The tall guy, the boss he shot in the head with the nail gun. His son is or a guy playing his son, who is like some French dude with a thick accent. Where the fuck did he get that accent? So, the rival golf company or league, they figure out how to make the people on their team hit the ball as hard as Happy does, because that's his whole thing. He hits the ball super far on the drive. Well, they figure out that this guy back in the 50s, played by Nick Swardson, because Adam Sandler, he always brings all his homeboys onto his movie, which usually works. It did not work this time. They figure out that one day this guy, he owed the mob money, and they kicked him in his ass and shoved a shoe up his ass, and it severed a tendon that allowed him to turn his body enough to hit the ball harder. The CGI was fucking trash. The cameos, there were so many athletes in this movie. They had a bunch of the people on this team were a bunch of golfers. What's his name? McElroy or whatever. Man, they suck. They can't act. That's the thing about a movie. You need people who can act in a movie, because a movie's based on acting. Those golf dudes fucking suck. Travis Kelce had a role in that movie. Trash. Some dude named Bad Bunny is Adam Sandler or Happy's caddy? Who the fuck is Bad Bunny in there for? Oh, man. This movie was absolute garbage. The final scene, the final golf showdown, it was like a mini golf course. You hit the ball on the green next to the hole, but then that raises off the ground and now it's uneven and you have to have your caddy stand on that end and you stand on this end to balance it perfectly so you get the ball in. It's so fucking dumb. And again, when am I gonna learn? Jericho, when are you gonna learn that when they take, chances are when they take a movie that's decades old and they do a sequel to it, it's gonna be trash. Now there are exceptions. The Ghostbuster movies that they came out with, not the one from 2016 with the all-female cast, that was a microwave pile of cat shit. That was terrible. But the two they came out with, the two latest ones, were good. Beetlejuice was good, but that's only 3. Coming to America 2, garbage. Happy Gilmore 2, garbage. Joe Dirt 2, garbage. Axel AF, the sequel or whatever to the Beverly Hills Cop franchise, man, that shit was garbage. But this Happy Gilmore 2, and I knew it. But I watched the trailer, it looks stupid, but my wife was like, oh, we'll watch it. It'll be funny. Remember, they did these movies well, the ones I just named. Man, Happy Gilmore 2 is a piece of shit. Adam Sandler, this might be the last straw, man. I don't know if I probably won't watch another new movie from you. The old ones, Happy Gilmore, Waterboy, all that shit. Hell, I'll even watch Bulletproof with Adam Sandler and Damon Wayans. But this new shit you got coming out on Netflix, absolute horse shit. Happy Gilmore is garbage. And those of us who remember, who watched the movie, who were there in 1996, especially if you were a kid or a teenager, man, that movie was hilarious. Still is.
He kills his
and it's something that we can watch with our kids. I did watch that movie with my kids. I watched Big Daddy and Waterboy and Happy Gilmore with my son. He loves it. And this could have been something to carry that on, continue that. This could have been another movie that we can enjoy together, but you decided, and I don't know if it was some contractual, how come I can't say contractual? There we go. I don't know if it was some contractual obligation. I don't know if Netflix said, all right, we'll fund all these, but you got to give us Happy Gilmore 2. I don't know what it was, but it was fucking dumb. And he was still dressed. He's got to be in his 50s by now. And he's still dressed in like some Adidas sweatpants and Timberland boots and a Pendleton. Like, dude, in 1996, Happy Gilmore, you were 20 something. Yeah, okay. But now you're like old enough to be a grandfather and you're still dressing like a fucking idiot. Man, it was so stupid. All those people involved, all those cameos, and you gave us this shit. Reggie Bush was in it. Like I said, Eminem's part was weird and dumb. What the fuck is Bad Bunny in there for? Ugh. I do not recommend it. If you don't believe me and you're a glutton for punishment, go ahead and watch it. It's already on Netflix. Go ahead. Go ahead. Watch it. But if you're willing to sidestep that and you don't want to step in a fresh dog turd barefoot and watch it well up between your toes like a Play-Doh factory, well, I don't recommend you watch this movie. And hopefully I will learn. Hopefully this will be my rock bottom when it comes to movies, to sequels, decades later, when I learn my lesson and I stay away from it. But then there's a voice in the back of my head saying, but what if it's good? What if they get it right this time and you're missing a great movie? Oh, here's another movie that they messed up. It wasn't decades in between, but there were a few years. What is it? The Accountant? That came out in 2016. They did Accountant Part 2. That shit was fucking dumb. It's not supposed to be a comedy. It's not supposed to be a buddy comedy with him and his brother. It was terrible CGI, gunshots. It was just stupid. He went on a speed dating. God. Fucking Hollywood, stop. Meet me in the comments. Talk to me, Goose. Did you see Happy Gilmore 2? Did you make the same mistake I did? But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. I'm out.